Hello, good morning. The title of my project today is Do We Really Agree? The Power of Agree. And basically, we'll be covering the topic of click agreements. My name is Jeremiah Flores, and welcome. The first slide to my presentation are online agreements really binding? Well, in the world of cybersecurity, yes, it is really binding. In our digital world, clicking I agree can have serious legal consequences. Are we aware of what we are agreeing to? Do we know what we're signing up for? Millions of users accept terms of service every day, so it's always too good to understand what is read in the fine print of these contracts, both as a consumer and as a business. In this presentation, I'll cover online contracts and the I agree button. Some key points are legal frameworks supporting contracts, judicial precedents and implications, consumer awareness and responsibilities. Some legal frameworks for online contracts include the eSign Act, which was signed in 2000. It established that electronic signatures and contracts can be legally valid, made to ensure that digital agreements hold the same value as their traditional paper contracts. The next one is Uniform Commercial Code, or the UCC. It is a set of laws that standardize commercial contracts or transactions, including electronic contracts. The UCC recognizes that electronic contracts are as legit. This paves the way for enforcing online contracts. Some key terms include click wrap agreements. Users must actively accept terms in these click wrap agreements. So, let's say, for example, you sign up for a game and it asks to follow basically all the rules and guidelines that this game will basically present, and you'll have to accept that. With browse wrap agreements, these types of terms are available with a link, but do not require an explicit text or click. Excuse me. Some judicial precedents impacting online contracts include the following cases. In the Split versus Netscape Communications Corp in 2000, users claimed they were not bound by terms because they were not adequately notified. The ruling of the court made it clear if terms was required for enforceability. The implication for this established the need for visible terms for user content. In the Nugent versus Barnes& and Noble case in 2014, overview of it was a consumer challenge the enforceability of an arbitration clause in terms of service. The ruling of the court upheld those terms, affirming that adequate notice was provided during the purchase process. This reinforced that users can be bound by terms even if they have constructive knowledge of it. In that case, with the Register.com versus Vietto Incorporated in 2004, this was a dispute over unauthorized use of a database and adherence to terms of service. The court found that Vietto accepted the terms by using service. This established validity of click wrap agreements. This confirmed that clicking I agree constitutes acceptance of all terms provided by the product you are agreeing to. Some consumer awareness and responsibilities. Importance of reading terms and conditions include consumers must take their time to read and understand terms of service and agreements. Ignorance of terms is not a valid defense in the court. It is on the business as well to be responsible. Businesses must present their terms in clear manner for understanding. Transparency is key to ensure what is being agreed to. Some best practices for consumers include looking for summaries or highlights, using tools or research to help with any huge legal words. Consequences of course are being unaware of terms which can lead to unintentional agreements, including the waiving of certain rights that you are agreeing to. Some key takeaways. Key takeaways for the just basically recapping key concepts include online contracts are legally binding if presented clearly and accepted knowingly. Key judicial precedents have established the standard that exists nowadays. The roles of awareness, both consumers and businesses are responsible for making sure contracts are understood. Consumers must read and businesses must provide. Importance of legal framework. Laws like the eSign Act and UCC support the validness of online contracts. click wrap agreements are enforceable, while browse wraps can pose some challenges. To this project is on you as the basically person who is submitting to I agree if you whether you do really agree to the terms provided by such company. Thank you for this presentation. Have a great day.